For this problem, it says 4 Boy Scouts sold popcorn for 1 month. The list below shows how much money was collected by each Boy Scout. So here we see John collected $75, Carter collected $60, Logan collected $30, and Andrew collected $45. Use the information from the list to complete the pictograph below and answer the questions. So here they want us to draw symbols for each boy in order to represent how much money they made off of the popcorn. And they gave us a key that has a little money sign symbol, and for each money sign symbol that we put, that represents $5. So therefore, we need to figure out how many money symbols that we need to put for each of the boys, based on how much money they made. So let's go ahead and start with John. And he will be in red. So John. So now he made $75. And so in order to correctly represent that number, we have to figure out how many dollar signs or how much 5 goes into 75 in order to see how many dollar signs we would need to put in his section. So this is a division problem. So let's do 5 divided by 75, or 75 divided by 5. So 5 goes into 7 one time. We subtract the 5 and we get 2 left over. And we bring down that 5 and get 25. And now 5 goes into 25 5 times. So we subtract 25 and we zero it out. So that means that John should therefore have 15 money symbols in his section. So I will do the best I can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and there we go. So that should be 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and that looks good to me. Alright, so now let's go on to Carter. Carter will be in blue. Alright, so Carter, he made $60. So we need to figure out how many times 5 goes into 60 in order to figure out how many money signs he should have. So let's do 5 into 60. So 5 goes into 6 one time. We subtract the 5 and we get 1 left over. We bring down the 0. 5 goes into 10 2 times. Minus 10. We 0. I can't draw the 0 quite. There we go. So it zeroes out, and so Carter should have 12 money signs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, so there's that, and now we have Logan. Logan's going to be in green. Alright, and Logan had made $30, so let's see how many times 5 goes into 30. And let's see, so, well, I know 5 times 5 is 25, and if I add 5 more to that, that would give me 6, and that would also give me, that would give me 5 times 6, and that equals 30. So there's my answer. So I know that goes in 6 times, and that zeroes out. So Logan will have 6 money signs. Alright. Last but not least, we have Andrew. And Andrew made $45. So how many times does 5 go into 45? Well, 5 can't go into 4, and so let's think. Well, so we know 5 goes in, 5 times 6 was 30. So if we add another 5, that would give us 35, and that would be 5 times 7. Plus 5 would get us to 40. That's 5 times 8. And then if we add another 5, we get to 45. That's 5 times 9. Alright, so it's 5 times 9. So we add our 9 up there, we subtract 45, and we zero it out. So Andrew will have 9 money signs. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Alright. Now they're not quite to scale because, I'm working on an iPad, so it's not quite to scale, but Carter should have a bigger line of money signs than Andrew does. Alright, so now let's look at the questions now that we've done our graph, or our table, I mean. How much money did the boys collect in all? Okay, so we have the numbers up at the top, so now all we need to do is just add them together. So let's do 2 at a time. So let's do 75 plus 60. Actually, let's get rid of the boys' information over here because we know what's going on. That way we can see our work more clearly. Alright, so we have 75 plus 60. 5 plus 0 is 5, and 7 plus 6 is 13. Alright, so it's $135 so far. Let's add Logan's amount. He had 30. 5 plus 0 is 5. 3 plus 3 is 6. And 1 plus nothing is 1. So now we're up to $165. And last but not least, we'll add Andrew's amount in. And we have 5 plus 5 is 10. Carry that group of 1s over. 1 plus 6 is 7. Plus 4 is 11. So put that 1 down, carry the group of 1s over, and then 1 plus 1 is 2. And there is our total of $210. So that's how much they made all together. Alright. Okay. So now, how much more money did Carter collect than Andrew? Alright. So, Carter had $60 and Andrew had $45. So this is a subtraction problem. So, well, we can't work with that 0, so we need to regroup. At 6, we need to get some 10s, so let's take a set of 10s, and so that changes to a 5, and now that 0 becomes a 10. And so 10 minus 5 is 5, and then 5 minus 4 is 15. So therefore Carter made $15 more than Andrew. Alright, and then which of the two boys sold a total of $120 worth of popcorn? Alright, so this, oops, didn't mean to do that. Sorry, so now we need to add together some of the boys' amounts to see if we can get that $120 number. Alright, so let's remind ourselves what John and Carter's were added together. So 75 plus 60. Well, 5 plus 0 is that, and then is 5, and then 7 plus 6 is 13. So that's 135. So that's over what they wanted. So it can't be John and Carter. Alright, let's try Logan and Andrew. So 30 plus 45. 5 plus 0 is 5, and 4 plus 3 is 7. Well, that's under what we want, so we can't do that. It's not those two. Alright, let's try John and Logan. So 75 plus 30. 5 plus 0 is 5, and 7 plus 3 is 10. That's 105. We're getting closer. Not quite there. Let's try John and Andrew. Alright, that's 10. 5 plus 5 is 10. We carry over that set of 10, and 1 plus 7 is 8, plus 4 is 120, and there we go. So it is John and Andrew. Alright. Last question says, who sold more popcorn than Logan, but less than Carter? Well, that we can look at our graph for, or I keep calling it a graph. It's a table. We look at our table for that. And while I know my drawings are a little bit off, like I said before, Carter and Andrew don't have the same amount. Carter should have more than Andrew. And so we want to know who sold more popcorn than Logan, but less than Carter. Well, that would be Andrew, because John sold the most, so it can't be him. So it's either got to be Carter or Andrew, and Andrew sold more than Logan, but he sold less than Carter. So therefore, Andrew is our answer for number 4, and that's it. Now you could do this with students as far as actually having them have physical money, fake money as manipulatives. They could do it that way. You could create a chart as a class together. They could do it in pairs. Any number of ways this problem could be done in order to help students understand it.